Greetings, WTF leads. Welcome to the chat. So I definitely was not picking up the body. It lost us one of the gas grenades, which is not so problematic. I didn't want to risk any more injuries. That was the reason why I left Archive out there. Question was, why am I not using proxy mines? Currently, we could use them, but they are simply not better than any of the other items that we do have. And when you pack your utility items, at least that's my theory behind it, you want to think very, very carefully about what you want to achieve on the mission. In our team, we need someone who's removing cover. That's in our case the Grenadier. We want to have security, and this is the reason why we pack a lot of beacons. And last but not least, we want to have crowd control, more or less. So that's the reason for hacking device, and also kind of the healing to a certain degree to counter heal potential hits. Proximity mines are very, very nice. I like the item a lot, but it just deals damage, and ultimately you can deal that also with just taking shots. Other question from the chat was the negative condition on Shaken. They have their willpower reduced to 0, so they are most fragile towards Psi attacks. I'm not thinking that any of the attacks will hit us though. So welcome to Operation Shadow Strike. We have just yet another landed UFO, which we are going to engage upon, and we want to get its interior. So as always, the timer of 6 rounds, the stress beacon, will start when we trigger the first pack. So we want to go as close as possible towards the UFO without triggering it. I'll take a very short 30 seconds break and then we directly start. Alright gentlemen, welcome back. Let's go. So 13 units, couple of sectoids, and I think the gatekeeper will come together with the sectoids, so it's going to be probably 3 sectoids and 1 gatekeeper, or 2 sectoids and a gatekeeper. Other than that, no noticeable strong units.
Moving on target location. Looks like hostiles over here.
Okay, that's the first patrol, right?
Running.
One of the ideas that immediately pop into my mind is, why wouldn't we want to haywire control him? Because it's a 50% chance. And we do have two of our specialists with us, so there's a high probability that we're going to be successful with haywire.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Well, it would be a very good position for a sniper.
Let's do this.
The entrance of the UFO is always bad for the snipers. I do agree, mines are very good for Overwatch traps. Chat is just mentioning that proximity mines are very nice to engage on Overwatch traps, but here's the kicker. If I want to engage them, I don't need to use an item which has only limited charges. Instead, I'm going to use one of the Phantom Rangers, going to place him near the enemies, so he will not be discovered, basically. And I'm just going to put my sniper onto Overwatch, which automatically means she will start the encounter. I can even use Killzone for a couple of shots and they will also run into me. So the effect is the same, minus the extra damage from the proximity mine. But I haven't used any consumables. I guess that's my criticism that I do have towards the proximity mine.
Moving to designated position.
Alright, so there's just no one here. We could just move up. Thinking about really a solid position for the sniper. This here would have a lot of line of sight blockages, likewise here. I'm not really happy with the positioning of the sniper so far.
Okay. 10-4. Roger.
Watch.
Okay. Let us first of all move into full cover, shall we?
Moving.
And then I would be interested what's the chance of really getting this guy.
Try not to break this one.
$50-50. So let's go. Still have a second chance though. Not really happy to fail on a 50-50 here. It now has triggered Overwatch, which is unfortunate. Because probably we will need to kill it now. Wow. 75% shot missed.
I got nothing.
Well, let's just kill it instead of haywiring it. JC Phoenix had the armor penetrating rounds, so let's just use him. Perfect.
Target eliminated.
We shouldn't forget though
I'm on it.
that there is still a second soldier in here. And I would want to engage him actively instead of waiting for a potential Overwatch. There we go. That's the soldier. Now we can't really move in there, and the wall I think is also indestructible. Okay, so the part where he's hiding behind is not indestructible, but the rest is. Problem of destroying the wall though is, if we now start to destroy the wall, there is a high likelihood that there is a second peg here and the third peg there. So that's really not very clever. So let's block the line of sight here. He could jump through it and move up to here. Which would then mean he can see us here. Let's first of all give Domino the 8 protocol, because she's the only one that he could see in half cover.
On Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Heading out.
Time to mop them up.
Yeah, I expected that he wouldn't come out.
Menace 1-5. We just picked up an outbound signal coming from the UFO. It's some kind of distress beacon. You need to get inside that ship and shut down the signal before they send their whole
Alright,
fleet
he's
after
probably
us.
on Overwatch. And that's the next pack that I was talking about. It's exactly the reason why we would want to engage in the last round. Don't want to give him an option to really use his shield bearer ability. So let's get rid of his cover here, and also parts of his armor. Wow, JC Phoenix is standing in the open, so we might as well want to move him here, so he still has full cover.
Hostile terminated.
So we could use Implacable, but we do not want to do that right now. Interestingly enough, we don't have vision on this from here. And remember when I was saying earlier that that the UFO itself is not very friendly for snipers, because you just have a hell lot of problems with your placement.
Grapple out.
So let's grapple ourselves near.
We've got admin here.
Oh, perfect. Just one more patrol. Shouldn't trigger more now. We are still fine, so it's not a problem. So that's a gratis Overwatch shot. Or alternatively, let's move up and use the flanking position here. Oh, that wouldn't flank him. But this here probably would. Fortunately, it's too far away. This here wouldn't flank him, and he can't move here, okay. We do have one beacon that we could use for the inside. Sectoids are none of my concern so far. I really would want to kill the shield bearer though. This here would mean that we end up in open ground, but if we kill it, we do have implacable
Finally.
to reposition.
Position compromised.
Good, but we need to soften it up first. This here wouldn't completely flank him, so we want to soften the shield bearer up. Might as well fully kill him though, because we're going to use the beacon anyways. Nope, didn't fully kill him. So yeah.
How many is that now?
He has implacable and also untouchable. So what I want to do here is I want to make sure that he's the closest target
Let's do this.
in case the Archon decides to attack someone, because the first attack against him will be non-effective. And the sniper is in an exposed position. That's really the only thing that I do care about. Let's give the sniper here the 8 protocol for some additional defense. Overwatch with him. We could use implacable to reposition. Not really needed in my opinion. Instead, let's reposition here so we do have a better positioning of the mimic beacon. If we throw the mimic beacon in too far, we risk triggering too many units. So might as well put him here. That's completely out of any cover, not optimal. Or here. Yeah, that's probably the best. That's half cover at least. And everyone should be able to see it. Alright, here we go. That's from the threat assessment of the Overwatch of the 8 protocol. 2 hits for him, 1 gazed, 1 dodged, but 1 was a solid hit. Alright, the sectoids are moving up, that's fine for me. So we are now being targeted by blazing pylon, which means all of these 4 gentlemen here will need to move, elsewise they will be in trouble next round. Well, that's fine.
Not a problem. Moving to position.
So we're moving the heavy up because I would want to use a gas grenade in here. And that's just perfect.
Here, catch.
Lovely placement. All of the sectoids being poisoned. Critical damage. She's just missing volatile mix, elsewise it would be an instant kill for all of the sectoids. Need to move away from the entrance now. This here is not a safe place because the blazing pylons indeed do have a little bit of explosion range. And we still have enough time, so might as well deal with the Archon outside here.
On the move.
Blending in.
Okay, so we are reconcealed, which is not a bad thing because we could move back in next round. I'm not sure if this is far enough away. It will definitely not be cover next round because the blazing pylon will explode all of the cover. We would have 2 beacons here, so probably it's worthwhile using one of them. A couple of shots from the sniper are possible. And we can even kill the Archon outside, I think. Let's look at that. High percentage shot. Here we go. Good. One Archon down.
That's right.
Let's trick them to move outside. So, next round I would want to go and do the hack.
Watch the sides.
We're spotted. At least we know where they are.
Too bad he just spotted him and Overwatch was not even triggered. That's really unfortunate. Alright, let's move here, because then next round we can definitely go in.
On the move.
He has the med pack, which means ultimately it's possible for him to just go through all of the poison without any problem. Wow, shotgun shot gazed.
Only scratched them. My ammo's running low. Finally.
That's really one of the things that I dislike, the immense defense potential of dodging. Look at that, second dodge in a row.
Hardly did anything. Absolutely.
By the numbers. Scanning. They're backing up. Advance.
So yeah, he's reanimating the corpse. Let us try to finish the sectoid real quick. Wow. Lightning hands didn't hit.
Yeah, I didn't get it. That's how it's done.
Question from the chat, can I blow up the terminal and stop the timer? Unfortunately, that's not working. If I would blow up the terminal, it would do exactly the opposite. The mission would count as failed. So I can't just run in. But what I will do is I'll just move here and start the hack then.
I guess that will be okay.
The reason why I haven't moved in is there's a high likelihood that there's a pack back here.
-15, that's the distress beacon. Move in and disable it before the aliens get a bead on the UFO.
So we have been lucky in this circumstance. Please remember there's still a gatekeeper around and another heavy mech. So yeah. Okay, that would be nice. Contact cost reduction for nearby zones reduced by 50%. That's really good. It will save us a lot of intel because we want to contact now.
I'm in. We've knocked out the alien distress signal. Looks like the skies are quiet. Quiet! Did you hear something?
See, and that's now the last pack.
Not a problem. Heading out. Let's move already.
Let's reload real quick.
Let's do this. Ready to
On
rock?
Overwatch.
It's killer time.
Decreased scanning time would have increased definitely the intel that we would have gotten from scanning at the headquarters. But scanning at the headquarters only nets you 6 to 7 intel for per day scanned. So effectively the other reward gave us 4 T intel for 0, because it halves the required intel for a specific region. Good, let's start by softening up this mech, shall we? Good job. I really like the sniper, and I also really like armor penetrating rounds. That's supreme. Who had a stock on his weapon? I think someone had one. Okay, so he could kill this guy. We just need to take out the mech first.
Heading out. Deflection!
Again, I don't want to go too deep into the UFO.
I'm on it.
There's loot dropped. The reason why I don't go here currently is we know that there's still a gatekeeper around.
Moving to position.
Even if that shot wouldn't have hit him, we still would have killed it because we had a stock on our weapon.
Moving to Overwatch.
That's right. If we would have completely scanned throughout the whole day, we would throughout the whole next 10 to 14 days, it would be the net effect would be more intel. But keep in mind, we then afterwards need 8 more days to make the contact. And our target is really also to preserve a little bit timing. If you only always take the maximum reward without looking at the timing, you probably will play a long time. And viewers asked me, since we are now engaging the end game, to please also continue the main storyline, so to speak.
Sure thing.
I'm currently trying this.
I'm on it.
And one of the ways I'm trying it is to reduce the time
Got it covered.
it required as much as possible, so we can start doing the final mission, hopefully tomorrow.
Affirmative. Covering now. Got it covered.
No, unfortunately the contact making process on Legendary takes 6 to 8 days.
Back in.
Covered.
What's over there?
Still a gatekeeper around, so we need to be careful. Superior scope, that's really nice. Advanced scope is also fine, but superior scope is really good.
It's heavier than it looks. On the move. Absolutely.
Let's take the sniper to this position. As you guys can see, we move up like one solid line here, making sure that everyone's in range
Finally.
and taking single moves.
Come get some. Affirmative. Covering now.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Moving to Overwatch.
Scanning bonus. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, scanning bonus definitely would cut it into half, but then again, the argument holds true. If you only scan for 10 days, you end up with about 60 intel, but you can't do anything else. If I would just take any random event on the map, you end up with 80, 90 intel plus 40 intel on the go. Still is saving a lot more
Moving to
time.
position.
So do we have another? Yeah, look at that. We have another conceal.
I'm a ghost.
I'm interested what's exactly happening back here.
10-4.
Not a problem.
Moving to position.
I guess that'll be okay.
Heading out. Ready to go. Affirmative. Covering now.
Come get some. On Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Affirmative. Covering now. Shh. I think I heard something.
Staying put.
Alright, so I guess... So my take is there's a gatekeeper behind it and probably 1 or 2 more sectoids. That's my suggestion. Look at that. 3 sectoids and a gatekeeper. What a surprise. Question is, how do we want to trigger them most efficiently? Maybe with the open door.
I'm on it.
They are moving a little bit. Maybe they are moving a little bit so we can pull them into an Overwatch trap. That would be obviously the best case scenario. There is a little crate behind here to deal some extra damage, but I do have another idea. How about we close the door again?
Absolutely.
And use the time to move everyone into position.
On your order.
I'm trusting you here. Sure thing. Good to go.
Moving to Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Overwatch. I'm on it.
Come
Dig
get
in.
some.
Good. Let's really take solid positions here.
If you say so.
And we'll start with a kill zone trap here.
On my way.
This here should be in line of sight.
Scanning.
It's killing time. Moving to Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Back in. Scanning.
Got it covered.
Holding.
Good. Now, kill zone. My take on what will happen is that they will just run into all of the directions and we'll get maybe 3 reaction shots out of it. Number 1, Gatekeeper.
Deflection.
They've seen me.
Okay, so the other shots weren't shown, but look at that. Three shots and all of them have hit him. That's good. Moving here is means open cover, open ground, but that is no problem against the sectoid, I suppose. But we also flank it. So yeah, so much for the sectoid.
Woohoo! You see that?
Hair trigger means free action plus implacable. Wow, very good.
Let's move already.
Alright, that's 2
Want
down.
some more?
JC Phoenix has armor penetrating rounds, so I want to use them really a little bit later.
I'm on it. Deflection.
Need to be careful, we are currently too close to the gatekeeper. If it would explode, then it would kill us. All of the sectors are down, that's exactly what we wanted. Rusticated could give another 8 protocol to JC Phoenix, because then he will have an overwatch shot which deals again 67 damage. Threat assessment really helps here. That shot missed, but the stock dealt 1 damage. Okay, and here is the Mimic Beacon. That was the extra overwatch shot. Unfortunately, it missed. That was kill zone. Unfortunately, it also missed.
Shot failed to connect.
Let's start by softening the gatekeeper a little bit. Shredded some of its armor.
Went off the armor.
For the armor penetrating rounds, it's not important, but for the remainder of the guys, it is important. So yeah, here we go. Pistol shot. 5 points of damage. Well done. Another 8 points of damage with the sniper rifle, also well done. Now, who gets the kill? Velius already has his promotion. Let's say JC Phoenix. Come on, bro. Wow, missed shot. That's really bad.
On focus. Got no ammo.
Maybe we give it to Rusticate then.
Before you get too close. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
So yeah, flawless run. We got the UFO. Everything worked out well. And I think we got ourselves a promotion as well. Good, let's see. We should have enough intel now to go to South Africa and finish making contact. And there is the next Black Site facility, which will progress our storyline.
You've shown them.
We even got 2 promotions, that's good. So, we got ourselves ZX is finally Corporal. Grats, mate, grats. You survived it. Velius has now the option between Ever Vigilant, which I really like, or Guardian, which I like even more. Because multiple Overwatch shots are just so good. Superior scope, aim 15%, and another aim 10%. Good. So that worked out pretty well, guys. I am positively surprised. Let's see if we need to build anything. Yeah, the Alien Psi amp definitely, but nothing else. Proving Grounds, also no upgrade here. We already got all of these items. Comment from the chat, it would be nice if the world map would have more risk features. I can understand that. And I do agree. There could be a little bit more action on the world map.
For South Africa.
But I guess they already managed it quite well, so it's more important to manage the overlay map than it has been in XCOM 1, where you only had base design, and that's about it. Let's upgrade these towers, so we do have now 4 defensive towers in case we ever will be shot down again. I don't think that this is going to happen, but you never know. We needed to defend our Avenger twice already. So that's another 70 intel, finally.
Commander, I await your orders, Commander. As initial, while most of my involvement in the chip development process was on the theoretical.
So, come on, let's finish the contact here.
We've established contact.
Look at that, 40 income. Also, GTS tactic costs reduced by 50%. That's quite good. But it doesn't help us because we already have all of the tactic costs, the tactic upgrades. And this here could be our next mission: Vipers, Troopers, Chrysalids, Codices, Shield Bearers. And 225 supplies, so yeah, probably we're going to go for this one. If we build another tower here, the contact costs for New Brazil would even shrink further. But the question is really if we need many more countries. Of course, it's nice to have the whole world, and we will continue. But you guys asked me to continue progress the main storyline. So yeah, there will be a couple of codices here. And I'm thinking about the following. There is a shadow project which requires you to...
recruiting new staff for the engineering team.
Exactly, so let's finish this project first, because that one requires you to do a field research on a brain of a codex. And since codex are not on all of the missions, but on the mission that we are currently on the black side, that we're currently trying to go onto, they are insured codices, so we definitely could start by doing that. Once this is done, we do the mission, and we will then automatically extract the information out of the codex brain. Plus, there will be a little surprise, but I'm not going to spoil this for now. It seems as if we already have a tower here in New Mexico, so let's make contact here.
Setting course for Sector 3, Brazil.
Commander, we've located one of their facilities.
And of course, the last facility is in the south of South America. They do have 4 facilities now, so we have so many options to reduce the alien threat.
Local regional contact.
Solis is so nice. We are going to train this one. Our Psi operatives are still in training, so that's also good because we are going to take them onto the last mission. It's a little bit boring to be a Psi operative because all you do is you sit your ass off in your training chamber, and then you'll be called for the last mission because you are so overpowered. So we would have an extra engineer, or we have extra chrysalids here. Retaliation mission counter 2 weeks, or a hidden event which we don't even know about. So yeah, elite officers, elite trooper, vipers, a gatekeeper, an Andromedon, and we need to protect the device. Protect the device starts to be increasingly difficult at the later stages because the aliens deal so much more damage.
Course for Western United
But yeah, let's
States.
give it a try. Major, now we do no longer lead him because he's a colonel. Whom else could we level? Honestly speaking, probably none of these guys are worthwhile leveling them anymore because we won't be successful to level them up until the end of the game. So instead I would prefer to go with Roby here because we need some more grenades. And our newfound scout could take a second mimic beacon. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And instead of the tracer rounds, let's give him AP rounds against the gatekeepers. Alright, let's start the mission.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.